Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. The final episode of Season 2 today, and it's a double header against Celtic. Massive games, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little apprehensive going into this one. We could easily just get double bitch slapped and end on the season on a horrible low. But we're going to think positive, we're going to try and think positive. We're going to go and beat them twice and end the season on a miraculous high. So let's look at this here. We've won 2 games against them, lost 5, and we got 1 draw. They're in excellent form, winning their previous 5 games. We're in inconsistent form, which is fair enough. We've had a couple of FA games recently as well. So we're going to actually change it up and look at this. We're going with a 4-4-2 diamond. What I wanted to do was get Gonzalez up there, playing in behind 2 strikers. And the reason, the way that I'm trying to protect us, I'm playing Price just in front of that 2 at the back there to try and get this space in front of the box well marshalled. Gamboa and Mitchell will play just a little bit back. They're not going to be bombing forward, they're just going to be supporting fullbacks. Burjonas and Henderson in the middle, and then the big men up front. So more direct passing, play out a defence in the sense I don't want to just hoof it, so hopefully we can get more direct passing, look up, pick a pass rather than just punting it, work the ball into the box because we want Gonzalez threading the ball through and stuff rather than just blasting it, exploit the middle for obvious reasons, look for the overlap in the sense that Mitchell and Gamboa will try and get up a little bit, playing narrower of course, be more disciplined, stick to positions and a higher tempo. It is an attacking formation, by the way. We're not trying to sit in and counter or anything. It is Ibrox Stadium. We are Glasgow Rangers, so we want to make sure that we get something. Celtic coming here with a 4-2-3-1, of course confident of coming here and winning with their superior quality. Passionately we're going to say, let's avenge what happened last time we played Celtic, which is what we seem to say every game now. And we're going to tell them before the game to show some... No, we're going to tell them to concentrate actually, because we have to make sure we don't just open ourselves up as Gamboa picking it up on the right wing for us just now. Of course, the game up at Pittodrie also key today. Aberdeen need to get the victory over Dundee, regardless of what happens here at Celtic Park. Well, I mean, technically a draw would be enough if Celtic beat us like 9-0. Beaton and Dembele now both carrying knocks. Stuart Armstrong is in the book. And midfield's being outnumbered by Celtic players, yep, we knew that. And Adam Rooney has scored for Dundee, which means we need to beat Celtic to get second place. And the ball is out to Aldretti now for Celtic, coming forward in the 33rd minute. It's down the line to Sinclair. He's got an option of Dembele. It's a brilliant challenge. Cardoso picked up by Henderson now. Can we get forward? It's a quick ball forward for Odsonne Edouard. Cut out easily by Boyata. It's forward to Trezeguet now. Celtic have a huge chance. There's the overlap there on the right. McGregor picking it up. Pings a pass for Sinclair. He's in. Oh, come on! And for the 4th game in a row, we've conceded a penalty kick. This is unbelievable. An agent Gamboa gives Celtic the penalty. Only a yellow card, thankfully. Scott Sinclair versus the keeper, looking to make it 4 out of 4 in terms of penalties we've conceded in the last 4 games. Scott Sinclair against Fodringham scores. Scores, of course he does. That's insane. I've never seen anything like this. 4 games, 4 penalties. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. And we now need to turn this around against Celtic, which is just crazy. We've got 45 minutes to score twice against Celtic without conceding, or we end up 3rd. Let's boot them up the arse, exactly as we did against Aberdeen. This is exactly the situation we had against Aberdeen. Price is going to come off for Herrera. There's really nothing else doing here. Morelos can go into the middle as they advance forward. Herrera's going to play trequartista. Obviously Odsonne Edouard will remain what he is. Mitchell is going to... Yeah, Mitchell and Gamboa are going to go attacking now. There's nothing else we can do here. We have to just go for it. I'm going to play out a defence. Exploit the middle is obvious, as is the overlap, narrow, etc. We're going to have to play higher as well. There's nothing else we can do. We have to go for them. We might get absolutely destroyed here trying to do this, but we need to try. I'm going to tell them to push forward now. Just confirmation at the league table. We will drop 2 points below Aberdeen. Cardoso long, Edward flicking her on. Aberdeen with a 1-0 lead still over Dundee. Corner to Rangers. Can we get the quick goal? Jonas in, headed down. Cardoso tees up Fernandez and it's 1-1. Come on. This will of course move us 1 point behind Aberdeen. We still need another. But we have an opportunity now. We have something to build on. And Herrera's picked up an injury, but we're not going to take him off. He has to continue here. As we move past the hour mark, Dundee have an equaliser as well. Up in Aberdeen, up at Pittodrie, which will of course put us back in second as Jonas puts it in the box. Easily headed away by the Celtic players. It's going to be picked up by Christie as well. Ryan Christie now closed down by 2, but the counter is on for Celtic. Christie back to Sokwe. Forward for Griffiths, will be picked up though by Ivanildo. They're a bit of a mess. There you go. Just go back to the keeper. Fodringham now takes a touch, kicks it long. It's a really long ball. Can Edward flicker on? Nope, it's easy away by Boyata for Sinclair, who has acres of space. He plays it to Armstrong. Armstrong will play it to Jonas, but couldn't react quickly enough. Griffiths just nicks in there ahead of Mitchell, though. Mitchell wins it back. Come on. Oh, come on. Griffiths again. Gets it into Dembele. Dembele takes a lovely touch beyond the defenders. Wes Fodringham with a sensational stop to deny Moussa Dembele. And there was a few times in there we looked a bit sketchy. Let's take off Mitchell for Oliveira. Not that I have much more confidence in Oliveira, but Griffiths with the corner now for Celtic. It's in. It's an easy header and it's Armstrong. It's Stuart Armstrong. I thought we'd get away with that when Fodringham made the save, but from the corner we pay. And we need Dundee to hold now. Are Dundee holding? Dundee are winning at Pittodrie. Oof. I'm going to try and overload them because I might as well. Go route 1. Make that last change. We'll bring Jordan Houston on for Gamboa, who's also playing poor and has been booked. Celtic corner again. Armstrong to put it into the box. Griffiths and Akers, and it's 3-1. It's fucked. Right, Celtic have beat us at Ibrox here. We need Dundee to hold up at Pittodrie. They are at 2-1. 20 minutes left for them to hold on. (3-1) Dundee. Thank God for that. It is not the way that I wanted it to happen, but I'll take it. And we clearly are going to have to try something totally different in the cup final if we want a chance against Celtic, because once again they've just swaggered this game. Season 1, the first couple of games against them, we actually seemed to have a better showing, whereas now they just bitch slap us every time we play them. The long ball, whistle any second, free kick to Rangers. Dembele in the book. Just red card him. Come on, red card him and make him miss the final. It's just a warning. Just fucking blow the whistle, ref. Come on. Fodringham stands over it, and it is full time. It's a 3-1 defeat, but you know what? We got our second place. I'll take it. I'm going to tell them we're not happy, mind you, but I will take second place. Yep, we finished second place, almost £2 million for that. We are 3 points down on last season, but I feel like we've got some things to build on. Jonas, for example, being the league leader in terms of his average rating is definitely something positive. The young players growing into the side are only going to get better, and obviously we need a couple of additions in the summer to try and compete better. Hopefully we can somehow achieve a miracle in the cup final now at Hampden, but I'm not holding my breath. Let's actually change our training for that cup final. We're going to change defending set pieces, would you believe, and our general training will be defending training. What tactic do we go with, I wonder? Let's just go with our old tactic. Let's just go with the main tactic we play. Gonzalez will be in there for a fief. Herrera out for Morelos. Or do we go with Herrera? Do you know what? Screw it. We might as well go with Herrera. Why not? Cardoso will play. Fernandez will play. Milanese not on the bench. Bruno Alves will be on the bench. Bruno Alves staying another season? Yeah. Edward Morelos. Afif maybe. But Jonas is suspended for the final, unfortunately. Jordan Houston on the bench instead of Afif, I suppose. Rossiter can be on the bench. Ryan Jack will play. Ryan Jack will be deep line playmaker defend. Henderson Price obviously switching around there. Yeah, other than that, I'm pretty pleased with that. We're just going to go with our normal tactic. If we go and get battered, we go and get battered. Not much we can do about it. Just spotted something I want to check. Where is he? I just seen that João Mario's talks with Inter broke down. I was curious, but obviously way out of our league, and his contract isn't even expiring. Can't hurt to be curious, you never know. You never know what ridiculous signing you might pull off. Oh, Europa League final, let's see who wins. The European competition that we were technically in at the start of the season. PSV, good for them, good for Holland. Or the Netherlands, I should say. I'm just ready to get this cup final played now and get into the summer transfers. I want to see the budget actually. I didn't see any budget announcements, which scarily might mean we're not even getting one. Usually gets announced when you've confirmed your league position, which obviously we have not long. And I think we've got 1 million or something knocking about. Let's see, yeah, we've got just over 2 million, but we're actually over our wage budget. Pedro Marquez being recommended. Who's this guy? Yeah, okay. We'll scout a lot. We'll scout these players because we might as well. And we're ready to play Celtic. Durant fears Dembele threat. Yeah, yeah. And the rest. I mean, their only real dangers are Dembele, Armstrong, Sinclair, Griffiths, and the rest of them. Bert Conterman stays on. All the rest of them. I don't know why I'm even dealing with this. I've set this to be dealt with by somebody else. I don't care about all this nonsense. Hires and fires coaching staff. And non-coaching staff should be the director of football, so why am I even seeing this? Let's release all these guys, I suppose. It's a right pain having to go through all of this. Wallace's loan's finished, that's fine. So many players, so many staff members here. And the problem is if you don't release them, they just get paid their contract month to month. I'm not even sure if they're good or if they want to be released or what, but at the end of the day it's the director of football's job. He hasn't renewed their contracts, so they'll be getting released. Release. It'll be a completely new coaching staff next season, clearly. Wallace and Palmer are out. Finlayson plays in a 7-0 Scotland under-20s victory over Oman under-20s. And I've actually just thought maybe I've not done this. Contract renewals. Other staff. Yeah, okay, that wasn't actually Mark Allen's job. Oh well, it is now. Alright, Conserman obviously staying, of course. Marco Milanese training well. Other than that, nobody really. Milanese is actually still looking a pretty decent player. I'd like him to go on loan somewhere though and play a season. Hibs are interested in purchasing him, which I don't think they're going to pay enough money. I mean, he's hardly worth anything, so why would they? And Dapo Mabudi still doing well. Cardoso has 12 months left, but we'll deal with all that later. Aha! Now, a couple of players here who've been released that we definitely want. Let's see, Ryan Christie. Let's offer him a trial and see what he says, since nobody's actually currently interested in him. John McGinn. same deal actually. John McGinn will just approach the sign, I think. Wow. Okay, we don't have enough money for this. Let's fiddle about with the budget, shall we? Give us some free space in the old budget. How are we only allowed to offer him 8 grand? This is ridiculous. We're still only allowed to offer him £8,000. This is nuts. Okay, he's willing to discuss it at least. Wage after career club games, right? Okay, I really don't think he's going to take this. I can't offer you that. Yearly wage rise 30% then. Appearance fees as high as it goes. Goal bonus, I'll put it as high as it goes as well. I really want to secure John McGinn here. Team of the Year bonus. If you get the Team of the Year, I'll give you the 40 grand. And he's accepted it. Thank God for that. I mean, we're in a mess right now financially, it seems. James Forrest has left Celtic. Again, offer him a trial. Let's see what he says. Chief G. Wallace, Scott Allen, Liam Craig, Hodgson, etc. So none of them are important, but obviously the Celtic guys are. We'll take a look at the Rangers contract renewals in summer. Don't want to bog down this episode too much with all this nonsense. We want to get a cup final played, and then I'll take care of all this sort of recruitment stuff off screen. Right, we're ready to play. Here we go. I've already picked the team. Did that earlier on in the episode. So we're right in. Celtic with their 4-2-3-1. I'm going to allow Bert Konteman to do the team talk. Fodringham looked stressed. Where's Fodringham? We'll just talk to Wes Fodringham. Calmly, pressure's off. And he still looks stressed. Alright, whatever, I don't care. I'm going to tell them no pressure. As Jack plays it out to Oliveira. Into Price. I would be stunned if we can beat them here after our recent performances against them. It's not a good ball forward for Gonzalez as Celtic take control of possession. Then it swings back to ourselves actually. Good possession battle in the opening 10 minutes. We're just edging it at the moment. Now Celtic, now ourselves. As Wes Fodringham takes the goal kick, it goes long and deep down that left hand side. Gonzalez will not challenge Sokwe in the air, but it will be Cardoso picking it up. Now Jack, Gonzalez into Herrera. I actually can't remember the last time we were even ahead against them, never mind beat them. Gonzalez to Oliveira, back to Gonzalez. Beaton wins it, McGregor knocks it long towards Dembele. Cardoso wins the header, but Armstrong will knock it forward to Dembele, and here comes Celtic. All of a sudden, McGregor to Rogic, acres of space, we just don't seem to get near them. Dembele's in, on the keeper, good save Fodringham. But it almost just seems like all the Celtic players have like a little bubble round them that you just can't get into. And Sokwe drives it in, but Oliveira manages to clear it away. Beaton will pick it up, and Celtic can start again. Free kick now, Rangers. Price puts it in. O'Halloran's in there with a header. Oh, he has to do better, O'Halloran. He had lots of space there. He's not really the one you'd want a header to fall to. As the goal kick goes long, Dembele will chase that. Dembele will jump, will not win it, but it goes to Beaton. Now Rogic. And it's Dembele. He's in behind again. He shoots this time, and Fodringham, and then again, and Fodringham again. Let's go slightly deeper on the line and hope that Dembele doesn't keep managing to break through it like that. Fodringham's bailed us twice now. Opening half hour, we've not really had much. With that one chance for O'Halloran. It's a game that's lacked quality, as Oliveira now can play it into the middle. It's a good ball to Henderson, but he looks ahead and sees only green and white. It goes back to Fernandez, who plays it to Jack. Jack looks ahead. It's a terrible ball, actually. It's a terrible clearance, though. O'Halloran, can he angle it in? Puts it in. Herrera's in there, but Lustig away. He'll be picked up by Armstrong, who hits it forward for Dembele. And again, I mean, you cross it into the box and you think that it would be your chance, but Sinclair now getting forward. Playing it for Dembele. Our defenders just watch him, and he guides it over the bar. But my God, man. We're up threatening their box, and it ends up being a shot from Dembele. It's going to be half time, I suppose. If take any positives in this, it'd be the fact that it's going to be 0-0 at half time. But 8 shots to 2 in Celtic's favour. and it clearly doesn't seem to be going our way. You can go back and play the second half without any pressure, let's say that to them. Jordan Houston will come on for Gamboa because of his card. Morelos will come on for Herrera because of his crapness. And Celtic kick off the second half, which I'm going to tell them to tighten up for. As Boyata finds Rogic and Aldrete and Sinclair, and again you just kind of get close to them. Sinclair to Rogic now. Beaton, acres of space. Armstrong. Back to Boyata. Beaton, and something's going to happen. No, it's not. Never mind me. 50 minutes gone. In the game, still nothing apiece. Aldrete now. Celtic throw. Here they come. Armstrong into the box. Fernandez away. Rogic easily gets to it first. He's got support from Beaton. He reverses it to Armstrong. Sinclair hits it. Oh, it looked like that was travelling in. But we survive another Celtic attack. An hour's gone and somehow we've survived up to this point as Griffiths replaces McGregor. Griffiths, who has a knock, is playing on the right hand side. It's a yellow card for Michael O'Halloran. 70 minutes gone now. We've still yet to have a shot on target, which is disgraceful. Just tell the boys to concentrate now. Last 10 minutes. Corner, come on, nick it. Morelos is cornered in, away by Boyata, picked up by Henderson. Henderson shoots! And it's just over the bar, and we're still yet to register a shot. I know we've got a shot on target now, we just didn't see it. And part of me thought that was going to be it. Part of me thought it was going in. Oh dear, Celtic now, Sokwe, cut back, Sinclair shoots, it's over the bar. Comfortably over that one. 3 added minutes here have passed and we're going to extra time as Martin Linus comes on for Stuart Armstrong. Again, I'm just going to say you can play without any pressure, guys. You've got further than most people thought we would. Let's odds on Edward for O'Halloran. We'll put Gonzalez into the middle. Edward and Morelos up front together. Target man. Let's go more direct with the passing. Narrower, big time narrower. And see what we can do. No pressure, guys, here in extra time. It's out to Oliveira now. Forward to Henderson. Played out wide. Celtic now super aggressive. 2 wingers, 2 strikers, 2 defensive midfielders, basically just vacated that central midfield position. Still just the 4 at the back, Griffiths and Dembele playing together, Sokwe and the other man wide out. It's actually now went back to the 4-2-3-1. Clearly they've decided that that wasn't working. Into the second half now. Just tighten up, just tighten up. Aldrete for Sinclair, back to Sokwe, Bradaric. 19 shots to 8 in Celtic's favour. It remains 0-0 as Aldrete gets forward, puts it in. It's a huge chance. Brown goes in. Oh, that could be a red card. It is a red card for Scott Brown. Celtic down to 10. Do we have a chance to steal it now with Celtic down to 10? Foderingham launching it long. Morelos against Linus. Morelos will nod it down to Price. Come on. Henderson now, I can feel it. Oliveira, can he get the ball into the box? Oliveira's cross is deep. Edward! It's actually an own goal from Bradaric. But it's 1-0 to Rangers. I don't believe this. I don't believe we're going to do this. Let's see, Celtic formation 4-2-0-3 basically as Foderingham tees up another goal kick. He goes long with this one as well. Not as long though. Boyata towards Dembele. Cardoso on for Henderson. Come on, get another and bury this. Henderson for Gonzalez. Can he get to this? Boyata beats him to it sadly. It goes back to the goalkeeper now. Celtic will probably launch it. They do. Forward towards Lee Griffiths. He's going to pick that up and unfortunately get beyond the full-back. Lee Griffiths now in a bit of a corner. Linus gets him out of it though. It's Bradaric and it's Griffiths. and it's Sinclair, and somehow they still seem to have men over even though they're literally down to 10 men. Dembele, it's a good challenge, Oliveira, but it's going to be Sokwe to pick that up. He goes to Linus, acres of space to pick the cross. It's in low, Fodringham gets it at the second time of asking. Okay, let's contain, deeper, play safer, hoof it, no overlap, direct fucking route one. Fodringham launches it. Oh god, there's going to be something else in this. Edouard to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over the top for Morelos. Chance for a second to bury the game. Alfredo Morelos in injury time advances on the keeper. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, come on, just hold out, man. There's 33 seconds left. Come on. 22 seconds left. Celtic going long now towards Dembele. Header away. Henderson challenging. Bradaric, whose own goal got us ahead to Dembele, who shoots. It's over the bar. Come on, over, man, over. Take your time, Fodringham. Yes! Come on! Let's take in that sight. I mean, it looks crap, the animation's awful, but let's just take in that sight. With that all-white cup. There we are, parading the cup around. Here at Hampden. Congratulations, boys. Go and enjoy it. 1-0 extra time victory. Rangers lift the Scottish Cup. They certainly do. Proud day for the fans. I don't suppose we're favoured personnel yet. Nope, Alfredo Morelos is, but we aren't. That's 3 cups in our opening 2 seasons. Scottish Cup, won it and retained it, beat Celtic in the final. We took an absolute battering all game, but you know what, doesn't matter, they didn't score, we did, and we win the cup for the 2nd year running. It's a double winning season, having already lifted the League Cup. Okay, you might say in the league we got less points than last year, but I just feel that something's growing here at the club. I feel like we've done better this season overall than we did last season. You have to remember, last season we started with an 8-game winning streak, so it was going to be hard to better that actually. An 8-game winning streak last season we started with, so we've did well this season to get the 2 cups. We managed in a roundabout way to hold off Aberdeen's challenge for 2nd. We obviously lost at Ibrox to Celtic, which really made me think we were just going to get slaughtered in the cup final, to be honest, but Dembele had a stinker for a change and we managed to lift the cup. Brilliant stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's been a great one. Beating Celtic for a trophy. It doesn't get much better than that. It does not get much better than that in terms of achievements at the club. Cups that we won before, last season's Scottish Cup and the Betfred Cup this season, didn't feel this momentous because we didn't have to tangle with Celtic along the way. This time we did. They were there in the final. We had to do it the hard way and we dug deep and we managed to beat them. All credit going basically to the team in that one. No real standout performers. Odsonne Edouard, of course, was the man that went up for the challenge that caused Bradaric to head it back the way, looked beyond his own keeper. And we get the 1-0 victory. We squeeze by Celtic and somehow win the cup. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, drop down below and leave a like please on the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this season overall. Season 2 is now in the books. We'll be back for Season 3 pretty much immediately, possibly even tomorrow. Season 3 episodes will be up because I'm dying to get my teeth stuck into Season 3 now because we've done so well at the end of Season 2 there. I'm in a buoyant mood actually, you know, so you guys probably sense sometimes it kind of gets me down a little bit when we go and we play Hamilton and we just get pumped for some weird reason, and it does get me down, makes me feel like we're not making the progress. But this episode has me buzzing to get going for Season 3, see if we can bring in some good players, McGinn possibly even coming in. Obviously we offered them the contract which was accepted in this episode. Maybe we can sell a couple of players, raise some money. We've obviously got Odsonne Edouard coming in permanently, so I'm buzzing for the youth movement actually that we've got going here at the club. And hopefully we can carry that on into Season 3. But that's it, that's a wrap for Season 2. As I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you for Season 3.